Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over some offensive tips as well as puck control and the things that I think will help anyone that's outside of division, 3 and below. This is for you guys. If you are stuck in rivals, you can't make the jump to the next division. You win 5, lose 5. Well, that's just skill-based matchmaking. And unless you make a fundamental change to the way you play the game, you're really just going to kind of be stuck there for a long time. Obviously, playing the game more helps, but once you've kind of hit that plateau after about 100 games, you're really kind of just stuck there. So I hope this video will help break those plateaus for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and please subscribe for daily NHL content. Let's get into my advanced tips for offense and puck control. All right, guys, so this is going to require you to hit practice mode. There's no way that I want you guys to try and learn this in game because I think you'll lose more games, get frustrated, and go right back to your old tendencies, and that is not why you're here. If you're trying to watch a tip video on how to, gain puck control and get a little bit better at the game offensively, then you need to be doing it in practice mode. This will take about 15 minutes, and it'll completely change your game, especially if you are in the lower divisions and you don't do this on almost every single rush, okay? We're going to talk about half spins, okay? So everyone knows, or if you don't, if you just tap L2 or LT, you will do a spin move, okay? Which has its place and importance, but not really one you want to rely on, okay? This is what happens. This is what I want to teach you guys today, okay? The half spins, okay? The maneuvers where you can back skate and hold the puck, because this is gonna create you so much time and space and misdirection that is gonna really separate your game and elevate it, to be honest. So let's start off with what you should do along the boards and the differences and things you need to avoid. So this is a left-handed player on the right side, okay? Very, very common. You should have your left-handed players on the right side for one-timers in situations like this. Watch what happens, okay, if I hold down L2 while I'm skating down the boards, okay? Right there, I open up, okay? My body is to the play, okay? This is not what you want to do, and I guarantee you a lot of players that do this will immediately lose the puck, and it's a reason why they don't use the half spins and whatnot more often, okay? So if while you're doing a half spin, any defender that either puts a stick on you towards the puck or bumps you, it doesn't have to be a hit. You will lose the puck, okay? So this is about creating time and space, and doing this and opening up is just going to immediately lose the puck. It's also very slow, and it creates really no advantage to you at all. Now watch what happens if I hold down X or A while doing the exact same thing, holding down L2. I put my back to the puck carrier. Now that subtle move doesn't seem like a lot, okay? But when you go down the boards and you spin the other way, you have a lot more speed. Your back is to the defender, as well as the ability to draw a penalty goes up through the roof, because anytime they hit L2, you're not putting the puck towards their stick, you're putting your skates towards their stick. And if you get anyone that poke checks you while you're doing a half spin, immediate penalty, which is, again, another reason why learning how to do this and understanding what's going to happen when you actually do a half spin is so damn important, okay? So again, guys, I'm going to show you one more time. Again, this is what you don't want to do. Just L2, open up to the play. Don't do that. Not what you want to do. All right, now this is what happens if you hold down X before you do it. Again, okay, you see the big difference there, okay? You putting your back towards the puck carrier instead of putting your stick and your body and your front towards it. Not what you want to do. All right, so now let's talk about some goals and things that you want to be able to do using this, because I think this is one of the most effective ways to score and create time and space down low, okay? So I'm going to give you the exact same play. We're skating down the wing, okay? You get down to this corner. Maybe you're just going back and forth. You don't really need to do vision control, okay? Or holding down L2 to do a half spin. This is one of the most effective plays that will give you the opportunity to score backdoor, okay? If he is not pressuring you, this is not going to work if he is pressuring you relentlessly or if he's got high pressure defense on. And again, you should be able to read that by watching my other videos. I go through what it looks like and whatnot, okay? So I'm going to skate out towards the pass here. You go backdoor, okay? Now, this seems super dumb and really easy in practice mode, but same thing. I want you to practice being able to come out like this and pass backdoor, because what that will allow you to do in game is give you a really, really easy backdoor play. Because the second, I'm sure that you guys have this too, when you go up against someone that is doing this all over the ice, okay, all over the ice, it's super frustrating, annoying, especially for guys in lower divisions. Your vision and your attention will go to it, because now you're just like, okay, I have to bump him off the puck. I got to get him off the puck. He's doing all these crazy moves and whatnot. And that is when you pull the defender out of position. Okay, so I'm going to show you in game what a really easy way to score with this is. Again, it's all about misdirection. All right, so exact same play. Left-handed player coming down the right wing. I'm waiting for him to attack me with his defender. He does. I skate into the middle, back skate, and an easy backdoor tap-in goal. And again, it's just an easy way to get defenders out of the middle part of the ice and a good way to also draw penalties. All right, so this one's a little bit different as I've got a righty coming down the right side of the boards. But again, he goes to block the passing lane by diving, something you'll see a lot of. If you do this and stop up, there's a good chance that you'll get by it or get tripped up easily. And again, he's just completely committing to that guy the second that I do that play, and it's just such an easy backdoor play, guys. All right, so now I want to show you a goal using the half spin that you can do anytime that, you say the guy starts playing for this pass, okay? You've done it a few times, maybe it hasn't worked, but they know it's coming, all right? So now you're in the boards, okay? You got your forehand out. A really easy way to score is to just back all the way out, and if he gives you enough space, to go up top blocker's side. So this is what it'll look like. All right, so right there, guys, you basically just walk out from the corner, holding down L2, and then you shoot back far side, and it's just a very, very easy way to score off of that move as well, and something that you want to add to your arsenal. And again, it'll just take some practice for you. Once you get the hang of it, you'll find that this isn't something that you want to rely on because, again, getting the opportunity to score this goal this one specifically is not going to come all that often because anytime that you get bumped or even just like I said breathed on, basically you'll lose the puck. So this is just another way to score off of being able to do this because I really think let's just say, for example, again in that clip that I showed you in the game, you can come down either side and it doesn't matter where you are and pass backdoor. It's just a very, very easy way to score misdirection. And when the players start picking up on it, because they will if you keep forcing yourself to do that play, they might overcommit and open up for the ability to score and have that shot in the middle. So this is one of the most important things in terms of puck control that I think that you guys really need to master, and just sitting in practice mode for a little while, holding down the half spins and understanding where you're actually going to spin, because this is just, again, the biggest advantage that you can have while holding onto the puck, because the amount of penalties that you'll draw and things that'll open up when you do it are just insane. All right, so my next tip in terms of offense is the self-sauce. I get this question asked probably more often than any other question while streaming or doing videos. And this was super prevalent in, I think it was NHL 19, maybe 20, I can't remember. So basically what ended up happening was if you tapped R1, so the saucer pass is R1, that's how you manually send one. If you just tap it ever so slightly without touching the directional pad, so you're skating straight up, you're not aiming passes, you're just tapping R1, you'll push the puck ahead, and because you're not carrying the puck, you don't have any speed penalty for having the puck. But what it used to do was really mess up the AI. It doesn't do that anymore, but it still provides you with a pretty good, just slight edge when you're doing it, and more specifically when you're about to run into a defender. It's a really good way to get away from a defender or do it at the right time, because when he switches to his defense manually, there's a really big delay and penalty when you turn around as a defenseman, as it should, and it's just a really easy way to blow by your opponent, and it'll create opportunities like this. Speaking of the saucer pass, I think this is something that is just not utilized nearly enough by the player base, as the saucer pass is such an effective way in this game specifically to score backdoor. Now, a lot of players, just force the puck on a normal pass regardless, but getting, very, very good at actually knowing where you're going to send a manual pass is going to open up a lot of plays, and specifically the backdoor ones. Like I said, a lot of guys will just dive down in the middle of the ice to block that pass because you're not saucer passing. So being able to actually aim it and do what you want, especially on a 2-on-1, super important, and something that I would definitely recommend, practicing and getting better at. It is going to take some time for you to understand that it is completely manual. So there is no pass assist. Where you aim it is where it's going to go. And in a play like this, again, it's just easy to open up backdoor. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is more about a philosophy in terms of the offensive zone. So if you were someone that gets out TO'd all the time, so time on attack, if you are someone that is always getting out TO'd, maybe even by a large margin, it means a couple things. One, let's say you're winning, that's fine. So you're winning and losing, but you find that your opponent is, having more time on attack than you are. It means a couple things. One, at the neutral or at the blue line, you're not defending very well at the blue line. You're allowing easy zone entries, and then when you're in the zone, you're just collapsing in front of your net and basically allowing your opponent to just cycle around and work outside, and you're just trying to block passes and shots, which is fine. But then the problem is that you're just having to defend way more. So obviously, if you're in a defensive zone, you have a far higher chance of being scored upon than if you're in the offensive zone. So that philosophy alone means that you need to be in the offensive zone and hold on to the puck a little bit more. The problem is a lot of players that are below average or even average players want to rush down the ice and score off the rush, or just, kind of get in, look for whatever the closest one-timer is, take the shot, and if it's blocked, you're going the other way. And again, I think that is something that a lot of players struggle with, and the easiest way to impact that and change that is just by quick passing. Something that I found in NHL 21 to help me, even compete against these guys. I no longer have great thumb skill. Okay, I'm just trying to rely on strategies and whatnot. And up into Division 1 or high Division 2 in Rivals, you were playing against guys that are fantastic. If you can get to Division 2 Rivals, you're a very good player. If you get to Division 1 or like over 2,000 CR, you're a great player, in my opinion, in terms of the entire player base. So the easiest way to combat this and actually build on your TOA is to cycle the puck. Now, I don't just mean pass along the outside of the boards, because that isn't really what's going to benefit you. People can read that very easily, and then you're just kind of stuck sitting there. What I mean is that you need to just start making insane passes. Like, I'm talking about super fast passes to whoever is open. Have one read and immediately pass. And what that's going to do, you're not even looking for a shot with that pass. What you're doing is trying to set up things down the road. So I've seen a few players, I know a couple buddies of mine that are just insanely good at it. Shout out to my man Cam, who I think does this better than anyone. All he will do is just pass the puck a ton. It's almost like playing superstar squad battles, and eventually something will open up down low or backdoor because people will get impatient. Now, if you're just passing the puck along, let's say even if you lose and you don't get a shot on goal, that is more time in the offensive zone that you normally wouldn't have, and you don't have to defend, obviously. And that is another reason why I think behind the net is so crucial. Again, I think that people get nervous and don't know what to do when someone is behind their own net. And if you lose it behind the net, they have to go the entire length of the ice. How many of you guys lose the puck at the blue line and you give up a 2-on-1, or maybe in the slot, and now you're going the other way? So this is just a fundamental thing that I have changed personally in my game. And offensively, my time on attack has never been higher. And again, the higher the time on attack, the less time you have to defend, just less goals given up. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for my advanced offense video. I hope this helps with puck control, increasing your TOA, and ultimately getting you some more Ws. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And now that I have a little bit more time, because my esports contracts are starting to wrap up, I'll have a lot more time to do these tip videos, which is why I've been really just doing HUT content for the last month or so. So let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And please subscribe for daily NHL content. I'll see you next time.